Good morning, everybody. It's been a while, a couple months since I've been on here and talked to you guys. So today I want to do a bit of a life update. I feel like that's all I've done for the past little bit now, but it is really true. The summer has been busy and I've not been home as much as I would have liked to. And so we're just going to talk a little bit about where I've been and what's going on, do a bit of a morning chore tour, and let's see if we can get these videos up and going again. I know we took a bit of a break, but this content, this YouTube channel is very important to me, and I don't just want to let it slide. So let's get into today's video and talk to you guys a bit about where I've been. So I think I started to talk about a bit of it at the beginning of the summer. And just to refresh everyone's memory, I am a landscaper. So when spring comes, my life gets extra busy. So on top of, trying to do a homestead, I also am very busy with landscaping. And this year I decided to take hold of a possible business opportunity, and I started my own landscaping business. Lawn Ranger Landscaping, located here in central Pennsylvania. If you know me and you're from this area and you need your grass cut next year, give me a shout and I will come give you a quote and we'll get you fit in for next year. But yeah, so that's been crazy busy because I've been doing like 3 different jobs at once. I work a full-time job on top of running a small business and then trying to keep everything here alive and well. It's just been a lot, and so I had to put something on pause. And as it stood, the thing that needed to go was my YouTube channel, unfortunately. And so I apologize for the little bit of a break, but it's been good to really focus in on the business and what I'm really prioritizing and I want to get, set up. This was my kickstarted year, so we really needed to focus on getting that going, and we did really well. Grass is starting to die out right now, at least. It's really dry right now, so I have a bit of a free up in schedule. That's why I kind of wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a bit, because I actually have time to walk around with a phone and to also edit this video, possibly today, get it out to you as soon as possible. But yeah, it's been super busy with that. I think I had 8 clients this year, regularly scheduled lawns to mow. On top of that, I did flower gardens. I edged flower gardens and garden beds and stuff, and that was amazing. It was such a fun season. I was very excited to do what I've always dreamed about, which is work for myself. And so next year we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it bigger. We're gonna do it better. Hopefully I won't have to work a full-time job. I can work my business full-time and come on here and talk to you guys a lot more. But that's where I've been and that's what I've been doing. But a lot of stuff's been going on here. And so it's not in the best shape, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been home because I've been running around every day. Looks pretty much like full-time job, and then right after that I go to work my business. So I work all day. And when I get home, I do quick feed, quick water. I don't really have a lot of time to spend on the gardens and the birds and the animals, yada yada. But it's been a couple months, so I figure you guys deserve a chore tour. You guys deserve to see what's going on. Not much. It looks terrible. I'm gonna apologize in advance for how bad the weeds are. I haven't gotten in the garden for a little bit. It's kind of horrendous. It looks like a jungle. Not gonna lie. But, what are you gonna do? Right now, I'm out in the cabbage, which I'm currently weeding it, and I accidentally made the mistake of planting. I didn't know what type of cabbages these were when I planted them, and I didn't realize that they would be so big. So they're really crowded, and I don't think I'm going to get like a massive head. But if I get a bunch of small ones, I think it should be fine. Make some sauerkraut. So I'm pulling the weeds, pulling off a couple extra leaves because the geese love these. And I don't know if I showed you the geese, but I got geese and I love them. And I'll show them to you. But yeah, So cabbage is looking good. I'm doing the same method I did last year. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked at the end. That that cover that I have over them, which I'm doing the same thing here. It's a tunnel with the cover, with the cloth over it. That method keeps down the worm population. So the little green worms, little white butterflies that, oh, they're so cute, they're so pretty. No, they're not. They get in, they lay little green bugs, little worms, and then they eat your cabbage plants. Same thing with the flea beetles. This pretty much keeps it to a minimum. They're still there, but it's not as bad. I also sprinkle some diatomaceous earth on there to get rid of all the bad bugs and the pests and stuff. So yeah, just pulling the weeds on that, but this method, highly recommend it. If you've never done it before, go do it. I didn't get to do a tutorial video on it this year, but yeah, if you haven't seen that video, I do have one. It's not as good as a tutorial of like what I did this year. Maybe next year I'll get around to actually making a video of how I did that. But yeah, definitely do that if you're growing cabbage and you want it to actually live and survive. Flower garden, weeds, yeah, it's really not great. I have a lot of these need to go. Crap. I have a lot of cosmos this year. So I chaos garden this year because I knew I wasn't going to be home. I knew I couldn't like really organize it. I knew I'd have a lot going on. So I just kind of took a bunch of seeds, sprinkled it all together, and as you can see. And so, yeah, lots of stuff. Peach trees. Peaches are popping off. You can see them on the tree. Beautiful. Apples. The apples don't look too great this year. I'm not gonna lie. The blueberries weren't good this year either. I think the bushes are starting to die back. Might have to. Oh, I walked into a cobweb. Might have to get some new bushes next year. But there's a few apples. But it's not great. I need to get in here and weed whack around the trees again. Expand the fence. Because those trees are starting to bush out. They really need pruned. If you guys know how to prune trees, comment section below, like, help me. Because I don't know how to. I need to also get in here and weed whack this. This used to be all mulch, but it's not anymore. It's just weeds. So I weed whack it once in a while. But there's some new bushes over here. There's some smaller ones. But the big bushes, they're starting to die back. I need to prune the one. It's got a big dead spot on it. And I think a lot of the growth is still going to that, and it's just not supporting the other side. This apple tree is like 15, 16 years old, and it's producing this year. So that's really impressive. All this stuff in the main garden, there's not much. We actually moved gardens this year, so I'll show you. So back behind the barn, solar panels, all that, we have two plots of ground, just dirt fenced in. And so last year we did potatoes and corn, and then I had my squash garden, if you guys recall. So this year we did it differently. We have a lot of blight in this garden, and so instead of like addressing it, we just moved everything. And so now we have a ton of tomatoes over there, squash over there. We didn't do potatoes this year, and the corn rotted out. It was really wet the beginning of this year, and so the corn rotted out before we could, before it could even come up. So that was really unfortunate. No corn this year for the Michaels clan. I was successful with this year. I was happy about that. Nuggets. I forgot about that. Well, everything else in this garden sucks. I'm not even going to show it to you. I think it's all dead. I'm not going to lie. Moving on. That stuff is disregarded that. Oh, let's go show you the new chickens. let's go show you the new chickens. We actually lost a lot of chickens this year, so it was probably a good thing we got more. These are our new little pullets. They're very cute. Love them lots. I have 1 Polish, 2 Buff Orpingtons, 2 Black Australorps, and 1 Black Star Sex Link. They're very nice. I like them. We lost Nutmeg last year, or beginning of this year. I think it was last year. And then I've never had a Polish, so that was kind of nice. Oh, that's what got most of our chickens. Okay. Story time. We had a fox. That was like the most surreal thing ever for us. We've had a lot of predators, okay? And we've gotten really, really good at getting rid of them. But we've never had a fox. We've had raccoons, we've had hawks, we've had coyotes, but we've never had fox. And it was like, and we didn't know what was going on. So one night I went to count the chickens. 1 was missing. I thought, oh man, she left. I don't know what happened. She was our adventurous one. If you guys remember her beaker, she had, the beak was like this. Yeah, she went missing. And it was just the weirdest thing. Okay, they're yelling. We'll see them in a minute. Let me finish my story first. But Beaker went missing. I didn't really think anything of it. We looked for her, but couldn't find her. So a week goes by. Another chicken goes missing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck is happening? Like now I'm just kind of suspicious. Something must have got them both. Okay, so one night we're in the house, and my mom goes, oh my gosh, there's a fox in the backyard. And I kid you not, this fox had come up from all the way back here in the edge of this woods, all the way up to the house. And she could hear chickens squawking, and we were like, what in the world? So me and Dad run out, and we come out here, and we didn't see it. But mom saw it. She saw this fox in the backyard, and I thought, oh my gosh, we've never had a fox before. That's terrible. I walk back into the orchard, and then I see feathers everywhere. And I'm like, crap, he got one. Is this what's been getting our chickens? So then to find out, the feathers that were in the orchard, the chicken had ran up all the way to the house. That fox had chased it all the way there, and its neck was all open. We're really shocked that thing was even alive, because that's how bad it looked. So we had to put her down, because there was absolutely no way of saving her. Put her down, and that was the last one that we lost to fox. We took care of the situation, and we got the pens a lot more safe. We kept everybody in their pen for a while until the situation was addressed. But yeah, we had a fox. It's been about a month now. Haven't seen any signs of it, any other activities, so I think we're good on the fox thing. But yeah, when it comes to fox, I don't know. There's no way you can really stop it. They just kind of sneak in and they sneak out. It's very unfortunate. Hi, Muffin. Everybody misses you, Muffin. Yeah, everybody in the comments was telling me, oh my gosh, where's Muffin? We want to see Muffin. They don't even come here for me anymore. They come for you. What a silly kitty. All right, now for the fun part. These are my pride and joy. Literal pride and joy. I say this all the time. This is the best $40 I've ever spent. And I want to introduce you to my children, my toddlers, my boys, George and Abe. So they're very loud, very loving. That's George, and that's Abe. They're brown Chinese geese. I love them a lot. Good morning. I have some cabbage for you guys. I'll bring it back. We'll feed it to you. We'll get it to you at some point. Let's walk over here to the pigeons. I have a new rescue pigeon and then a couple new babies. A few of these are going to sale tomorrow, so we'll just show them to you now. That way you can get a glimpse. And then I've also repopulated my bobwhite quails, which you guys know what those look like, so I don't have to really show you those. Which, terrible year for that. I don't know what was up, but they would not hatch properly. Like they were fertilized, they'd go, and then all of a sudden they just die in the egg. They just completely give up. It was messed up. So I got some new pigeons, some old pigeons, you know. Where's the one? So this right here, oh, him, right on the table. Yeah, the roof. This is One-Eyed Willie. I rescued him. He was just flying around someone's house. Someone contacted me and said, hey, there's like a pet pigeon here, which this is not a wild pigeon. This is a pet. It's got feathered feet, a crest on it. It looks like a German owl, at least kind of like bred with that. But yeah, he's blind in one eye. So no wonder he couldn't get home. But really cool dude. We call him One-Eyed Willie. Love him, love him, love him. Up here, we have some new babies hatching. Can I see them? Can I show the people? Oh my goodness. Hello. There they are. Ain't that cool? Ugly. But cool. I'm sorry I called your child ugly, but they are. They really are. There's 2 more baby pigeons in there. Lots of pigeons. Oh, this is Goober. I gotta show you this. I had 1 pigeon hatch. That's Goober. He's literally a midget. He's a runt pigeon. I don't know. His name is Goober. I love him. But yeah, that's the pigeon. My sweet pumpkin is still with us. Love her, love her, love her. She is 10 years old. Huh, pumpkin. She's still here. Hanging out, hanging around. The goose pond. I don't know if I ever showed you guys that. But I have a little goose pond. They like the little kiddie pool that I have under the pump. I change that regularly. This water really needs gotten out, changed, but I haven't ordered a sump pump yet, so I haven't gotten around to it. But they don't really swim in this anyway, and it's all rainwater. It collected there, so free water. It hasn't rained in a while though, so that's been unfortunate. There's Muffin. There's quail in there, quail in the house. Let's go get some cabbage leaves for these goobers. Show you the tomato rows real quick. Oh, our giant compost pile is absolutely growing. It's so funny, George likes to climb up there and just sit on top of it. Love George. Tomatoes, these really need harvested right here. I have to get in there and get them, but tomatoes are looking really big, really beautiful. Still have a little bit of blight on them. So it just must not matter where you go, what you do. It's just like gonna be there. And then our glorious, this is what I've been wanting to do for so long. Our glorious squash tunnel. Like, come on, like that is so cool. So the squash is making its way over the tunnel. Like, dude, that's cool. That is really cool. It's not the best year for the squash. They look like crap. Because, well, I was not here. What are you going to do about it? Just going to have to deal with it and be like, well, I guess we're starving this winter. But at least people have cut yards, right? Meat turkeys. And then over here, we have meat chickens. All of which are getting ready to butcher. But let's go feed these cabbages to the very, very hungry and grumpy geese. Hi, boys. There you go. Huh. You hungry? Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you guys here to join me for a little bit of a morning chore tour and introducing you to all the new animals and the new things that have been going on. I appreciate your support and sticking around. for the journey. It means a lot to me and the animals. Huh? Can you say thank you? Say thank you. Okay, they're not interested in saying thank you. They're not thankful. They're just hungry. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I can get some more videos out soon. Bear with me. Might not be weekly content just yet. Might be once a month, might be every other. But I really do want to get back into the swing of things and reprioritize my life, my schedule, and get back into doing what I enjoy. Getting back on the farm. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Say bye, guys.